Hey guys, what's up? The Gaming Bunny here. Obviously, by now the Final Showdown has already happened. I'm currently recording this like 4 hours after the event, but wow, that was insane. So this will be kind of different type of video. I'll just be talking about a lot of things and stuff, wrapping up and kind of explaining why I wasn't there to record the event and stuff. And the background gameplay will actually be my first ever game with the Beach Assault game mode. I literally just hopped on to play a game for the first time ever. I think it's a pretty good game mode. I did pretty nice on defense as well as alright on offense. But yeah, talking about the event, that was absolutely crazy. So literally yesterday at 3:15, I find out that I have an eye exam, like an eye appointment, literally at 10:30. And the event is at 11 for me, and I was like actually so annoyed because I've been hyped up for this for ages now, and I thought that meant I was gonna have to miss it. But my dad has unlimited data on his phone, so we literally went to the optometry, I don't know what you guys want to call it, and it was so funny because it was supposed to be at 10:40 actually, the appointment, but it was getting delayed a little bit. So at like 10:55 or something, I logged on and I watched the event from my dad's phone. Literally, I joined a few of my friends, but they kind of readied up early. The zone was closing in. I didn't want to miss it, so I did the riskiest thing ever by leaving the match and going up to a new one. Literally waited like a minute or two. It didn't take me to a game, so I was like, this is a big F, boys. I'm not gonna be able to see it. I try again, and this time it actually works. So I'm literally sitting there in the corner of this optometry in this room, just in the waiting room chair, just playing Fortnite. It was so funny. I couldn't have any like audio or record or anything, but I was actually at the sky platform by a lazy lagoon, and I was looking at the perfect direction when I saw the monster come up. I absolutely love how they designed the monster. I love how it has Polar on his back as well, which is so funny. Confirms everything. People were saying like it's been in the iceberg for a while, and people saw Polar floating around and stuff. The monster just kind of hangs out in the water, I guess. But yeah, so it was just like going all around, just kind of looking intrigued by everything it was seeing. Even though this is weird, I guess I haven't been to that part of the map yet, since it has been to like Snobby Shores and like Loot Lake and stuff. But yeah, it actually looked directly at the Skyplow, which I thought was a really cool addition that Epic Games added in. And it looked like it was trying to dig up something at like the Loot Lake Vault. It looked like it was trying to get some type of energy source. Then the monster comes out of, or not the monster, the robot just comes out of where it was. It kind of just walked out and started facing it. And then I think it like rushed it at first, and then the monster like knocked it away with its lasers, and then he was like fired rockets at it and stuff, which is so funny because I find it hilarious. Instantly, when the robot fires its rockets, Polar Peak off of the monster's back gets destroyed. Can we get a rest in peace for the Ice King? I mean, like no one was talking about that. The Ice King literally just died. It's so funny to me how it just is like that. He gets vaporized by a robot of all things. But yeah, then they kind of fight a little bit. And then there's like 4 key moments during this event that I would have freaked out with and would have loved to, have seen live in the proper setting. The first one is when the robot actually rushes and tackles the monster. I thought that was insane. I loved it. It was just, he's RKO'd him off the edge of the map here. And I knew the event wasn't over, and then like the robot hops out, the monster just comes out of nowhere and hops on his back. That's for sure, like in my opinion, the craziest moment. I thought that was insane. He ripped off his arm and literally like kind of made him all weak and stuff. This man falls over by like Loot Lake, where he gets this energy source thing that like the monster was trying to get from the vault itself, and it makes him really powerful. The monster tries to attack him, but he punches him halfway across the map all the way over to like near Salty, and then this thing goes over. Obviously the robot's like energized now about the orb. It like goes over to Tilted Towers and takes the statue, which is the handle for a massive sword. I knew something was up with that statue. I thought it was placed in such a weird location, and it just seemed like there's something more to it than we thought. Obviously, because we didn't know who like the Singularity Lady was until like recently, like almost at the end of the season we find out. But wow, it was just insane. And then the most iconic moment ever is when like the monster jumped up, robot jumps up, and like they had the sword right by his face. I thought that was so cool and cinematic. It just smashes him down. He pushes the sword through its head, kills the monster, and then he starts flossing. This is the 4th one I would have lost my mind. First one is when he tackled him. Second one is when he jumps on him. Actually, I forgot to mention the third one. The third one's when he was getting the power orb from the vault, and the fourth one is when he starts flossing. I saw the no sweat emote a few days ago, and I was wondering how they were gonna do it. I thought it was literally just gonna come out like a normal emote, but it was part of the Final Showdown set, so I was confused. But yeah, the robot tried to floss normally. Obviously, he didn't have an arm, and there's lots of technical difficulties. That's why the music is all scuffed and stuff. But yeah, he just flosses on him, which is so funny. Salutes to us, and then he dips off. But yeah, the orb is still there, and the skeleton with the sword. I think that is so sick. I think this is by far like Fortnite's best event. I think it was absolutely amazing. But yeah, as I said, I was watching it in the eye doctor place, and halfway through it was ready for our appointment. But I made my brother go first as I sat in the corner of that small room just playing. But dude, it was so sick. Wish I could have seen it with my friends and all that. But I think it was fun because I feel like we all enjoyed it in our own way. I for sure watched lots of other YouTube videos, and if you guys are confused, I know what the entire second storyline is. The storyline started end of season 3, and it kind of wrapped up with the season 6 event, and then a new one started in like season 7, which I say this because this current one with like the robot and the monster literally started off with this random iceberg just happening to hit the island, which was obviously in season 7. But dude, people are saying that like in the cinematic trailer for season 10, we might see like the robot fall down and like crack into the orb, which makes it like explode. A large part of the map would blow up, or like, you know, new map or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, there's always something left behind after these events, man. There's been like 5 like actual like story related events, of the 6th one, which is Marshmallow. But with the rocket launch, the big crack in the sky was there. The butterfly, they had like this loot lake cube fragment and stuff. With the Ice King event, there was obviously all that snow from everything. The other one was the volcano, obviously, with volcano being kind of ruined. After that, the whole map was like kind of smoggy and stuff after the volcano erupted. Tilted and retail were heavily affected, but with this one, yeah, it's very reminiscent of the first event, with the rifts being left over. Now the orb is being left over. It looks like it's like a source of power from the vault. Not sure what it has to do with anything, but it's obviously extremely powerful. If it got cracked from that, he absorbed his power and stuff. I love how they made the robot win, even though the monster is twice as big as him, and how they made the robot, or not the robot, the monster really primal, with it just attacking with its teeth and trying to rip the arm off and stuff. It was just so sick. But obviously the robot prevailed. It was much more strategic and planned out, since it was made by a human, and it was kind of organized in a certain manner, and I just think it was so sick. Absolutely insane event. Fortnite really outdid themselves. They did so much with this, and they made a whole set in the item shop too. Honestly, come back to my screen, bruv. I'm honestly just gonna cop this stuff right here, and by this stuff I mean no sweat. Yesterday I copped the Mecha Team wrap. I didn't have it on recording though, but I think it is a really cool wrap. I think if it'll show that I got it here, yeah. Oh, whoa. I do not want to refund that, no, but hey, you guys can see I got that wrap. I think it's really cool, for sure. I'll showcase it later on, but yeah, this skin, I was almost gonna buy this, but I was Team Monster actually, so it is a big rip in the chat for me. But after that, we got the dual wield. Not sure why it's dual wield, since they only had one and, you know, 2 statues, but still a sick pickaxe nonetheless. This is what it looks like too. I think this is absolutely amazing. We got no sweat. I'm copying this, like, that's straight up, bro. It's so fire to me. I love it so much. I'm literally gonna put that right over here. No, I'll just put it the last one for the memes, but I absolutely love it so much. Straight up to the lobby, just gonna floss a bit there. But yeah, I think it's a great emote. I think it's a great set, everything that they did. I was gonna cop this, but or cop the Team Mech one, but yeah, man, I'm Team Monster for life, even though the monster lost. Yeah, if you go back to the gameplay though, I think it was just absolutely amazing event. They outdid themselves once again, but it sets up a lot of potential for the season 10 story, man. They can do whatever they want with that orb, if you think about it. Like, it's gonna be absolutely crazy, boys. Can't wait to see what they have up their sleeve for season 10 it is. Yeah, man, apparently they said this was like the end of the story, but I don't think this one's been going on, because after the cube event, there wasn't anything directly correlated with. I guess the portion of the cube was used for the ice storm, but I don't know, it's a little bit confusing. in some regards. But yeah, this event happened. I wasn't able to record it because of that, but I will have a rap showcase coming out as well. But I just want to talk about this funny experience while I was kind of at the optometry. It was funny there because I was just playing Fortnite there, but it almost didn't work. I tried to log in on my phone and stuff. It was just so funny, but I actually did see the monster leaked ahead of time, the skeleton, so I knew it was going to lose, but I just think it was a great event, and they did great. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you support the creator code TGB over in the Fortnite item shop. It's just straight up and down from the keyboard. Like, if I click on this, you guys can see just TGB just all down like that. Like, I'll show you guys right here. It's all stacked up on each other. I guess my controller died, so never mind. But yeah, if you go ahead and hit accept on that, I greatly appreciate it if you guys do. It directly supports me. I will see you all in the rap showcase. And peace.